I've just arrived in Washington, D.C. It's America's powerful and iconic capital. But what is this city really like? Well, I'm here for the first time with a few amazing days to explore the landmarks, dive into history, and track down what I've been told is some pretty epic food. Let's get started. We are kicking things off with a guided tour that's going to take us deep into a side of DC most tourists don't get to experience.
And this is actually paid out in tourists and all up and down U Street and also.
U Street was once the heart of DC's black cultural and musical scene, home to legendary jazz clubs, thriving black-owned businesses, and civil rights activism. This tour takes you through the rich history of artists, leaders, and musicians who shaped the neighborhood, from Duke Ellington to civil rights icons. And walking these streets, you can feel the legacy of a community that fought for opportunity, self-expression, and change.
They're more than 100 years old. Not everyone though, they're pointed out because I don't know they adopted.
This tour is absolutely incredible. Brianna, who runs it, is so knowledgeable, and I feel like I have learned so much more about DC and its history and the music and the civil rights than I ever thought possible. It is an incredible start to my time here. I'm going to have a link in the video description for you. You should definitely book and do this tour. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm hungry, and apparently there is one place you absolutely must eat when you come to DC, and we're about to check it out.
It's so wonderful having you here, Phoebe, all the way from Australia, and you came here today to join us for lunch. So for those of you who have never heard of Ben's, we were opened in 1958. We're on the U Street corridor of Washington, D.C., which is now a famous corridor. And we're an iconic historic restaurant that has serviced all walks of life, from, as we say, from homeless to presidents. And we're known for our half smoke. It's a half beef, half pork sausage, and it's topped with the mustard onions and chili. I know we also have great burgers, and for those who don't eat the meat products, we do have vegan products as well.
What do you love most about this place?
You know, it's so amazing to be part of a legacy where we can say we served. Mom had the pleasure of sitting with Dr. King and hearing all about the march and planning that march on Washington. To our generation, it being President Obama's first public outing was Ben's Chili Bowl. And we're truly, truly blessed. As you just heard from when I was speaking to the guests, we say you come as guests and you leave as family. They come from all over the world. It's a pleasure having you today. I love this place because I feel like when you come here, everyone is family. It doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, where you are, and all of those things. And I think that's what I'm most proud of, that there's this space where everyone feels safe and welcome.
They're famous for their half smoke, which is like a sausage. I was like, what should I get? And they recommended I try their veggie burger and their veggie chili cheese fries. And I said yes. So we've got that. Let's tuck in and give it a go. This is gonna go everywhere. It's gonna be all over me. Just ignore that. Oh my God. That is so good. The bun is unbelievably soft. It's got vegan chili on it, beautiful cheese, salad, mayo, the Impossible Burger meat patty. It's so good. I have just spent the last couple of hours sat inside Ben's Chili Bowl with Veda and Alex, just talking and connecting and sharing stories. If you watch this channel a lot, you know the connection is the most important thing to me, and I didn't expect to feel this way. I actually feel a little bit emotional. If you want a truly amazing experience when you come to DC, Please make sure you come here. It is unmissable. I'm going to be honest with you, I am pretty jet lagged. So to help my exhausted mind and body take a little bit of a rest, we're actually going to do one of my favorite nerdy things to do when I travel.
Filming live right here with Big Bus employees. We want you guys to come out, get on our double decker, see the monument.
See everything.
See everything.
They go to bus right there.
See the White House, see everything.
Phoebe with a P.
All right.
I swear nobody loves the Hop bus tour more than I do. If you've been watching this channel for any great length of time, you'll have seen me do these all over the world. They're just such an easy way to cover all the major sites. You get your bearings, you get to see everything, figure out where you want to come back to, where you want to spend more time, and if nothing else, it's a really great way to relax and just see everything with minimal effort. So I'm actually going to be showing you 2 hotels while I'm here in DC, and this is the first one. This is Hotel AKA Washington Circle, and it is incredibly stylish and comfortable. It's the perfect base here. Now it's located just steps from Georgetown and a short walk to the National Mall, which makes it easy to explore the city on foot. The rooms feel more like modern apartments to me. They have a full kitchen, spacious living area, and even a balcony in some of the suites. The rooms are new, spacious, comfortable, luxurious, gorgeous. Now it's so sleek and quiet here, and it's ideal if you want that extra space to unwind after a long day exploring. But my favorite thing is the people who work here. The staff have been absolutely amazing. I cannot recommend this place highly enough. I will have a link in the video description for you so you can click through and book your stay too. If you know me, you know I am obsessed with Mexican food, and apparently this is the best place to get it in DC. We are at a place called De Leña. This place has a focus on wood-fired cooking and modern Mexican food, and that is just music to my ears. I wanted to start with some guacamole. And not just any guacamole, it's a Maryland crab guacamole. So it's a seafood guacamole, and the crab is all things smoky and delicious. It looks good. That is incredible. That is incredible. You got the beautiful fresh avocado at the bottom of that. And then the crab, it's big, thick, chunky boy pieces of crab that just melt in your mouth. Beautiful level of spice on them. I don't know what they've got on there. And so smoky. I love those smoky flavors. The combination of the fresh and the char is heaven.
Same energy, same energy. Yeah, look, same energy. How we go from hugging and turn to enemies? How we go from hotel suites was rolling in the sheets? How you turn your back on me like I ain't Timothy? I'm in my feelings, you hurt my ego. I didn't cut my O's off, I left with 0. Some girls ain't worth saving, I ain't a hero. Send back to the streets like we know.
I wanted to start the day at one of the most iconic locations in the US. And I have to tell you, sitting here on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, it is so much bigger in person than I thought it was going to be. The towering statue inside is dedicated to America's 16th President, Abraham Lincoln, a man who led the country through a civil war and abolished slavery. Then, on August 28th in 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood right over there on these steps and delivered his iconic I Have a Dream speech to some 250,000 people who were gathered for the March on Washington. And then, in 2009, just 2 days before he was inaugurated as America's first black president, Barack Obama came here and addressed a massive crowd that had formed. It is unbelievable to come here and feel the weight of so much history.
Baby, I was waiting for ya, but it's okay. I said I'm trying to pull up on ya. I'm headed that way, and I'm like,
This is probably really embarrassing, but I'm just going to be honest and confess in case anybody else out there thought the same thing. I had heard the term Smithsonian before, and I thought that was just one thing. Like the Smithsonian Museum, one building, one thing. I'm here in DC and I've learned it's actually a collection of museums, galleries, and a zoo, totaling 17 different museums, galleries, and a zoo. The cool thing about it is that they are all completely free to visit. So if you were here on a budget, you could have a great day out and not spend a single cent. The only thing is it's kind of overwhelming. With so many to visit, which one do you choose?
Cheers, mate. How you doing? You at the Herschel Museum?
What do you think people need to know about DC?
We have a nice food culture and club culture, I feel like, and our fashion. Awesome. All right, thank you.
Thank you. You gotta be in it too. That pink is beautiful. I am inside the National Air and Space Museum. Now, this is one of the most visited museums on the planet, and I can see why. It is awesome in here. They have all of these planes hung up on display everywhere, including the Wright brothers' first successful airplane. And they have some really cool space stuff. They have the Apollo 11 command module. If you are obsessed with space like I am, you are going to lose your mind in here. I am so fascinated by space travel. If I could book it and get out into orbit, I would do it in a heartbeat. NASA, if you're watching, sign me up. I couldn't decide what flavor to get, so I just got 6 cupcakes. That's really rotten, but like 8-year-old me is really happy with that decision, especially because a lot of them are pink. I'm only gonna eat one now, and the rest of these I'm gonna eat over the course of this week. 6 cupcakes to myself. Tell me that isn't so pretty though. Come on, that's so cute. That's a really yummy cupcake. Not too sweet. The frosting is so lovely and soft. The cake is delicious and fresh. I absolutely love Georgetown. That is such a beautiful part of DC. And you know what? It actually reminds me of Soho in New York. I actually feel like I just spent a couple of hours exploring Soho and I didn't even have to go to New York City. I got my fix. They even had a Levain bakery, so I was able to pick up my favorite chocolate chip cookie in the world. What a day. DC! I'm falling in love with you. If you love food as much as I do, you're going to be very happy with our first stop of today. I've come to a place called Union Market. Now it's chilly outside and I'm glad it's nice and warm in here. Now when you step inside, it smells incredible in here. There are loads of little food stalls set up, so you have plenty of stuff to choose from. If you want to do a little bit of an eating tour and try lots of different things, you are going to be very happy coming here. If you watch this channel a lot, you know there are two foods I go mad for: roti and tacos. And somebody inside this market is making a roti taco. Or that's freaking delicious. The roti on the outside is amazing. Delicious, flaky, not too oily or fatty. The filling is lovely. The only thing I wish it had in there was a little bit more freshness, like throw a lettuce leaf in there just to balance it out. But that is something that I've dreamt about, and now it's real life. I am loving this area. Why am I loving DC so hard? Everywhere I go, I'm just like, I love it, I love it, I love it. And this place is no exception. I've come to a spot called Serenata. This place is beautiful. I am not currently drinking alcohol, and AJ has been kind enough to make me a delicious mocktail. Now these guys are famous for their margarita. It is on the menu as the best ever margarita. How can you pass that up? So I've got an alcohol-free version, but if you love the classic margie, don't worry, they've got you covered. Look at all the chili on the outside of this glass right now. Damn. Okay, I don't know how exactly, but that's really smoking. And it's got like a really good amount of spice in there. Whoa, I've never had a margarita like that. That is absolutely delicious. What's crazy to me is how quiet some of these museums are. If I think about the first two that I went to, they were the most popular ones, Natural History and Air and Space. But I have really loved visiting some of these quiet ones where I'm often one of the only people in here. It's really cool. I love a museum. I love the peace and quiet of it. I love looking at the history, looking at all the artworks, the sculptures, everything like that. I just find it such a meditative, peaceful experience. And this one is really cool. For my second hotel stay of the trip, I decided to stay here in Union Market at a little spot called Hotel Nell. This place is a cozy boutique hotel that combines charm and convenience. The interiors are so warm, welcoming, and colorful, and the whole place is really thoughtfully designed. It feels really homey to me, and the rooms are so comfortable. I love the interior design. It's just such a cozy space, and it's really perfect for solo travelers or couples. And you're surrounded by so many great cafes, shops, and that awesome local energy. It's just one of those places that makes you feel like a temporary local. I am obsessed with the rooftop here, and the staff have been amazing, and the breakfast is delicious too. I loved my stay, and I will have some links in the video description so you can click through and book your stay too. DC is for food lovers, and I am very happy about it. I swear I am eating my way through this city, and tonight is no exception. So I've come to a place called St. Anselm. It is located here in Union Market, and it is so cool in here. You step inside and it's like coming into a tavern, but it is so elegant and classy and cool and dark and cozy, and I just love it in here. It is packed, which is telling me the food is probably going to be amazing. When was the last time you ate a deviled egg? Because here they have something called a blue crab deviled egg. Why am I so excited for this? I haven't had a deviled egg since I was a kid. Woo! Yum! Yum! It's giving me all the nostalgic feels. Okay. This is the biggest prawn I've ever seen in my life. I want to hold it up, but I don't want to cause a scene in this beautiful restaurant. Oh my god, that is a girthy prawn. I've never seen anything like it. It's not like a prawn, it's a lobster-sized prawn. Where do you even get one of these? It's served with this big bowl of butter. That's kind of perfect. America, DC. What are you doing to me? That's so good. It's a little cold and gloomy this morning, I'm not gonna lie, but that's totally fine. We're about to make up for it on this gorgeous boozy brunch cruise. Hope you're ready for a party.
I'm a Californian, I'm amazing, I'm blazing, it's crazy. Some really hate them, can't bait them or fade them. The focus kinda crazy, the grind is never lazy. What you say? I'm a Californian, I'm amazing, I'm blazing, it's crazy. Some really hate them, can't bait them or fade them. The focus kinda crazy, the grind is never lazy.
This is so much fun and a really cool way to see DC. Now, like I said, it's a little gloomy day, but if it was a beautiful blue sky day, this would be even more of a vibe than it already is. The servers are absolutely amazing. There's a buffet you get to hit. There's a DJ, bottomless mimosas, and everyone is getting up dancing. I'm trying to work up the courage to get involved with the dancing. But if you came here with a bunch of friends, you would just have so much fun, and it's such a cool way to see this city.
Two steps to the right, to the right, to the left. I got real in hell. Everybody put your fingers in the air.
I want to see a few more of the most iconic buildings here in DC. So we're starting with the Supreme Court. Now they have all this scaffolding on the outside of it, but even still, the building is absolutely stunning. And this is where the cases that shape the US are heard. Now I'm pretty sure if it is a weekday and court is in session, there is an ability to get up there and experience some of it within some capacity. Unfortunately for me, it's a Saturday, so I'm not going to get in there, but that would have been really cool. I would have loved to go inside that building. The cornerstone of the US Capitol was actually laid by George Washington in 1793, but the building wasn't complete until 1800, and it has housed the US Congress for over 200 years. It's been expanded multiple times, and I have to tell you, when you walk up to it, it will take your breath away. And of course, no visit to Washington would be complete without a trip to the White House. I have a couple of thoughts. I thought we'd be able to get a little bit closer, if I'm honest, and I kind of thought it would be bigger. Maybe I just watched White House Down and Olympus Has Fallen and had a different idea in my mind. I thought it would probably be the size of the Capitol building, but it's not. It's a lot smaller and a lot further away than I imagined, but still kind of wild to see it in the flesh. Robin Bar, and this place is beautiful. I don't think I've ever had a crab cake before. It looks delicious. Oh my god. I could eat that every day for the rest of my life. The outside is all crispy and golden, and inside I thought that it would be mixed with something. It's not. It's straight crab. It is so good. Okay, let's try the tuna last. Beautiful pink tuna, seared on the outside. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. We're in a bar, in a hotel, and the food is unreal. Spring DC comes alive with bright pink blooms for cherry blossom season, and having the blooms on the trees isn't celebration enough. They go all out with the official cherry blossom ball, and that is where we are at tonight. I've gotten out of my scrubby travel attire and I've dressed up for once. I feel so fancy.
You got me overthinking here, where we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm in too deep now. It's a picture fantasy.
Alright, you guys, and with that brings this week's episode and my time here to a close. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. Now, if you don't already, be sure to subscribe right now so you never miss a single episode, and say hello in the comments below. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you with a brand new episode next week. Love ya. Mwah.